Hi, this is Marcus from richalchemist.com, and I'm receiving a lot of feedback on some of the things people have been asking me. How you develop different companies and you make them successful just by using online tactics and some of the Rich Alchemist theories, and what is it all about? And how can you do it during this, they call it a recession. I don't even have that word in my vocabulary, but I would like to explain why most of these people say there is a recession and why most believe that they either will lose sales or their jobs. And it's not because of the economy. It's really interesting. It's about technology and how technology is surpassing our knowledge and going too fast, and people are educating themselves or investing in themselves. So when I first started out, I actually was under the radar. I kept really quiet. And I used to do things with Yahoo, Google. I read the patents and figured out, went to the seminars and learned different things. I used to play professional basketball in Europe, and when I got back, I retired. Retired early and got back, and I really didn't know what the heck to do. I was a basketball player. I wasn't that bright. I mean, school wasn't my thing. And so what I did was I started building an online business, working at home, and started doing really well. Just educating myself, investing in it, and started thinking about car collection. Started thinking about South Beach stuff because I was down here in South Florida. And before you know it, I was making $7,000 a day on average. And as you can see here, we're doing traveling, we're dancing in different clubs, we're going to Las Vegas. I even met Pocahontas. Was traveling around the world and hanging out with my buds. I was doing about $7,000 a day. We were living that whole South Beach lifestyle, which was pretty cool. We had a big celebration for the company. A lot of the team members here were basically we're just celebrating the success of a company that we helped bring over $1 million, and we're doing it all from online. I was like, geez, Louise, we're doing so well online. We're doing helping other companies and we're helping ourselves. And I always was curious, like, why aren't other SEO companies not building their own companies doing this stuff? So that's where I was starting to lean towards. And so then I got bored. I bought a couple of companies and I got bored. And then I bought this one company, which was a manufacturing business. And it was a real challenge because it was a manufacturing business that sold cleaning products, not the most glamorous of stuff. It was regular cleaning products. And I figured with the information and technology that I understood and that I learned about, I basically could take any company, whatever it was, and turn it into a profitable company. So after purchase, I found out a big surprise. I thought this company was doing fairly well, looking at the books, and after noticing and talking to the owner and signing the dotted line, I found out that not all the books were correct. So I was kind of a dumb guy that had a lot of money and a little bit overconfident, but I figured I can pull this thing out. And I looked at the books, and what happened was they were losing money. After, of course, I signed that line, they showed me these different books. So they were losing a lot of money, or actually now I was losing a lot of money. And what sucked was the customers. They basically didn't pay. Now, some customers were great, but some customers just jerk offs. And what happened was we give them terms, and they would take a product and they wouldn't have to pay in 30 days, and they wouldn't pay, and they would just literally go for a long time. And some of them just, we figured out that their business just sucked and they couldn't pay the bill. And that bothered the heck out of me. Why aren't these people able to pay the bills? Why are people losing their jobs? Why are people doing certain things? And so now I was losing $20,000 a month investing and putting money back into this company. I was actually spending more time than ever in the office, which is totally unusual because I was a working at home guy. And I built a business working at home, and I figured I could do it again. And then I kept on putting money, obviously, in the company, which was $20,000 a month. I was like, holy cow. After a while, you start figuring out that at this point, even my dog was getting hungry and looking pretty shady there. And we were getting close to living like the old college life, which it was a can of tuna and some dog food and a bottle of water. And it was pretty tough. But as time goes on, you have this thing in your head that you can turn it around. And once you know how to be a rich alchemist, the rest always falls into place. And there's a little theme that when you go to Hawaii, they always say, no worries. No worries. It's all going to be fine. And that's kind of the concept. If you invest in yourself and you understand these strategies, there's really, all it does is fall into place. So here's why most are not getting it. And not able to get where they want to go. It takes a little guts. It takes a little investment, and it takes a little work. But what you want to think about is investing in yourself. And who is learning about technology? And this is where the big killer is. This is why a lot of people aren't seeing the results they want. After high school or after school or college, 90% of people just go on hoping or satisfied with their life. They're not understanding the power of how fast technology is. If you know and understand an alchemist can take, let's say, a rock and turn it into gold. He takes whatever resource he has or whatever new resources are developed and builds them to help and help them himself and the ones around him. So a lot of people right now want more, but they do less, and they also don't invest in themselves. And this is a big thing with jobs going on right now. Technology is growing so fast, and the job place, people aren't learning new technologies. And if you have a business, and this was very clear to me as I started studying the manufacturing business, as you have a business and as you start growing it, and if you do not keep up with the changes in technology and the internet and how to use it and leverage it, everything's going to pass you by. And this goes either if you have a job or if you're trying to start a business. If you do not keep up with the technology, either your boss will have to release you because they're going to find someone new, or you're going to lose sales because basically your business is not happening and is not the newest and keeping up with the new technologies around. So what happened to that manufacturing company? Now I want to say we basically killed it because we were using a new technology, and a lot of the people in the manufacturing companies and cleaning businesses and other markets out there are still not using the Rich Alchemist technology and strategies that we teach. So what we did in 8 months, I became a millionaire right back again, and a multi-millionaire actually, and started traveling to Peru. This was on a mountaintop. Did some crazy shows where I had to dance with people with masks on. I don't even know what it was, but it was very cool. Bought another car for the car collection. That was the fourth car, and bought that. That was the first day there. It was great. And the reason why all this happened was because of investment in oneself and understanding that technology is moving fast. And if you are not learning why technology is moving fast and not using it, there's so many different tools out there, you are going to be left behind. And that is why I believe in 8 months I turned out to be a multimillionaire. This company was a millionaire company after 8 months because so many of our competitors were not taking advantage of the internet. They were just using some old style marketing, old business tactics, which is fine, but it's not my style. I have an office, 80,000 square foot manufacturing building. I have a couple more companies, but I just wanted to use this one as an example. And of course, I still work out of the house. I have a team of people that's all automated that work out of the manufacturing plant. They do everything that needs to be done. Systems is all done. And that's kind of what Rich Alchemist is about. It's about developing systems and investing in yourself. So what I want to do is I just want to make sure you understand the point that you need to invest in yourself. And in order to get down to where you want to be in life is just keep up with technology. You don't have to keep up with richalchemist.com, but learn something and learn how to use technology because it is growing faster and faster. And if you can keep up with it or get ahead of it, you will be just fine. So go ahead and sign up right now for some free training courses. Right now, richalchemist.com is closed to new members, but not a problem. What I'm going to do is when you sign up, I'm going to go ahead and send over some free training courses so you can get yourself ready for the training lab and become a Rich Alchemist. We have a Master Alchemist spots available. They're going to be coming soon. So just go ahead and sign up at richalchemist.com, or should be somewhere along this page. If you see it, there should be a sign up form, and leave me a question if you have any. I hope to see you on the inside. I'm Marcus from richalchemist.com.